Chapter 2: The Sound of Music. This chapter is divided into two parts. Both deal with the aspects of music and the legendary musicians who achieved excellence in their respective fields. First part is about Evelyn Glennie, who, in spite of being deaf, earned a name in the field of playing the xylophone. In second part, we come to know about Bismillah Khan, a Shehnai maestro who has achieved excellence in the field of Shehnai playing. He was awarded Bharat Ratna in 2001 in recognition of his contribution in the field of music. Both are inspiring musicians who have motivated many people. We have here part 1 titled Evelyn Glennie Listens to Sound Without Hearing It. The main characters here are Evelyn Glennie herself. She is a renowned xylophone player who was deaf but managed to overcome her disability. Another character is Ron Forbes. He is a percussionist who spotted the potential within the young Evelyn and motivated her to play drums. Hearing it. But how? Let's see how Evelyn listens to the sound without hearing it. Para 1. Rush our crowds, jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. This para says that Evelyn Glennie was a slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years. She was waiting for train on the underground platform. She was nervous as she felt, not heard, the sound of the approaching train. She was on her way to London to join the prestigious Royal Academy of Music. She was from Scottish farm, but unlike the other musicians, Evelyn faced a big challenge. She was completely deaf. That's the reason why she was nervous when she felt the sound of the approaching train. Let's now move to the second paragraph. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. This paragraph says that Evelyn lost her hearing gradually. Her mother recalls how she came to know about it. One day, Evelyn was waiting for her turn to play the piano. Her name was called, but she didn't move, which showed that she didn't hear her name being called. So it was her mother who first noticed that something was wrong with Evelyn. But Evelyn managed to hide her growing deafness from her friends and teachers. Finally, when her marks were becoming less, her headmistress called her parents and asked her to take to a specialist. Then it was discovered that her hearing was completely impaired and was advised to fit hearing aids and sent to a school meant for the deaf children. Let's move to the third paragraph. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day, she noticed a girl playing xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. "Don't listen to your ears," he would say. "Try to sense it some other way," says Evelyn. "Suddenly, I realized that I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower drum from the waist down." Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. "I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work." Though Evelyn became completely deaf, she did not get discouraged. She was not going to give up her aim. She was determined to live a normal life and pursue her career. All the teachers discouraged her, but Ron Forbes, a percussionist, discovered her potential. He tuned two large drums to different notes and asked her not to listen to music but sense it some other way. Evelyn put all her effort, and then she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower drum from waist down. She discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body, and the rest was sheer determination and hard work. Here we have the word meanings of today's class. Jostle means push roughly. Slight meaning small and thin. Daunting means frightening. Aspiring means a person who wants to be a musician. Impaired, weakened. Xylophone, a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. Percussionist is a person who plays the drum, the table, etc. Tabla, etc. Potential, quality or ability that can be developed.